Hi everybody, welcome to Xianxia DnD. I am your DM today. I am Casey. Welcome to the stream as usual. Now, we will see that there is an additional mysterious individual to my right. I'm actually the Grumpy Doraemon, but the Grumpy Doraemon webcam does not work, so I always have to improvise an additional spliced image. But, however, one thing that we do have is that we have a new special guest today. His name is Renzus, and he will be joining us for at least this session, hopefully more sessions to come up. Renzus, you want to do a quick introduction of yourself and your character, and then we'll go down to the normal cycle. Yeah, that describes all of us, lah. You know, you don't describe a variable with a constant. So, okay. What are you playing? The Zhang Fei, the Li Kui, the muscle, the muscle with muscles on muscles. Yes. Steady. Okay, cool. Rich, quick character intro. I think not doesn't need to be super long. Notice I'm mucking around with the history a bit of Renzus because I'm very well aware that Wudang doesn't occur at this time period. But anything that's cool, I'm putting in. Yeah, so because of some personal issues, right, Shao won't be joining us. He'll try to catch us as catch can, but I just hope that hope for all the best for him lah. Anyway, this it's about time for me to start sharing my Talespire screen. Okay. And with that, just a recap for everybody. The last session, what had happened was everyone had basically we basically discovered what the Black Cats had been asking you to investigate all this while. The Black Cats are for those of you who are new to this game, they are a group of cat spirits that have been bound into the service of the Xiangyang magistrates, and they act as watchers of the city. The Black Cats are bound by certain Geasa to act in certain ways, but what they had done is they had asked the group not to investigate the disappearance of Pocky Rong per se, but to take a look at the scene. You get most of you all got the sense that the Black Cats were highly reluctant to officially request your help in this manner, and that was one of the tension points over the last session. However, it came to be resolved that they discovered that the White Silk Hall actually has a very, very small headquarters in an outskirt of the Xiangyang Mercantile Quarter, and news was that they use this place to kind of congregate and rest and maybe exchange news about the city. Now, the game ended last stream when you were discussing the plan of disguising yourself as members of the White Silk Hall. Basically, historical analog would be soothsayers, Iranian, Persian mercenaries. So basically 11th, 12th century Persian traders. And the Black Cats were very obliging as to provide you with clothing of this sort. But just as you are about to head off to place on your disguises, right? Cang Tian says to you, maybe what I'll do is I will go and investigate with Yamen and see what the situation is with respect to the magistrates and why they are so bound, tight-lipped about the White Silk Hall. And he promptly leaves you there. Yeah, man, because you know what to do. Yeah, man. Hey, by the way, I actually did map out a Yamen, okay, and building the gong was a feat of accomplishment. Okay, but leave it at that because going to the Yamen is probably not a great thing for you all. And okay, and just as you're down here, right, Renzus, your character you've mentioned to me that you're basically a wanderer, trying to right wrongs and you wander around. You're basically a wandering Xiala, right? Is that okay? So you are in Xiangyang, and what you had, you are passing friends with a small merchant by the name of Zhuo Rong or Pocky Rong, right? Pocky Rong in this particular universe, right? Because I have no originality and I cannot think up names, so I completely lift up names from other forms of media. Pocky Rong in this universe heads up the Small Merchants Association of Xiangyang. The Small Merchants Association of Xiangyang is effectively the Smugglers Guild. Okay, so you've gone down there. He's an acquaintance. You've done some business with him, and he's always been very generous and very giving of his time, and he's always tried to kind of help you out, giving you some odd jobs, let you earn a bit of wine and meat money. Okay.
The Discord setting.
Okay.
Which means all our intros didn't pick.
Okay, Ken, no problems. Let's go and start the intro again, if you don't mind. Just do a quick one.
Now can already.
Yeah, now can already because I think it was a setting issue.
Okay.
Yeah, so this has been absolutely the kind of day I've been having, right? So the rest of them, yeah, shitty day. Sorry, let's start again from the top. Just do a quick one. Renzus, can you please do a quick introduction of yourself?
Hi, my name is Renzus. I'm playing Ku Gang, who is a former bandit on the path to redemption. Basically, that one huge muscle man that's always in every other like Xianxia or Kung Fu movie or just piece of fiction in general.
Okay.
The Zhang Fei type always wielding some inordinately large blunt weapon, but heart of gold and staunch friend to those who he sees as worthy of being friends with.
Okay lah, so I give you the group I originally actually had a Norseman that was that was wildly lost, but I give you the figure, okay? The figure that of the Norseman. The Norseman goes.
So he's taking over Valky, not Conan.
Valky goes off with Cang Tian lah, just for convenience.
Okay.
Yeah, because anyway, Cang Tian he's more Cang Tian's friend than he's more Cang Tian's friend than any of you. To be honest.
I agree because they have a lot in common.
Yeah. So Cang Tian basically takes him, but Renza's character Ku Gang, right?
Yes.
Ku Gang, okay. So Ku Gang, you have been in Xiangyang for 1 or 2 days already, and you've already discovered that Pocky Rong has gone missing. His compatriots have all gone into hiding. You do not know where or how to find them, and you've basically been trying to 打听消息. You've been trying to find news of your associates in Xiangyang, and it's very disconcerting because they seem to just have fallen into a dark hole and just completely disappeared. Okay? Now, what has happened though is that you had news that the Pocky Rong and the Small Merchants Association has had run-ins with this organization called the White Silk Hall. And the White Silk Hall has a small building in the outskirts of the mercantile quarter of Xiangyang. And the White Silk Hall is here. And just as you are rounding the corner to basically take a look, I mean, I'm assuming a lot, Renzers, but I'm assuming that your style of investigation is basically go to front door and knock.
Yes.
Set. Okay. So you're heading there as you're walking down and storming down the streets, right? You see two gentlemen ahead of you. Rich, can you describe yourself? And Nick, can you describe yourself?
Sure. I'll start first. You see blondish elven figure, relatively lanky. In what you expect from a scholar robe. He's carrying a kind of like a scholar backpack with like a shade in.
Yes. Okay, I know the kind.
Yeah, but however, there's something different from him is that he's actually wielding a blade, and he has amulet around him, around his neck, that has somewhat like a small crystal. If you have Arcana, you know what it is, but
Arcana.
You're funny, man. You're funny, man.
But
I like your magic words.
I like your magic words. But his stance is one of a swordman stance, but he's dressed like a scholar.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what Yifan looks like.
Yeah, so not only is he a swordsman, but he's also a trained one. I mean, to your practice eye, because you're a bandit, right? Your Sanseya, you see calluses on his hands. You see he tends to walk on the balls of his feet. And his strides are never past a certain distance of his shoulder, which shows some level of like footwork training. Yep. And Nick?
Yeah, hi, I'm Nick, and I'm playing Amu. It's a bit of a wandering commoner.
What do you look like? Sorry.
Kind of thing. Amu he's dressed mostly in browns and beiges. His hair is tied up, but not in any kind of particularly ornate fashion. He's kind of young, about between 80 and 20, and he's average build, and he the only thing that's kind of special about him is the way his sleeves are done, because his what do you call it? What's the term
Outer
for
jacket.
his robe?
Outer
Yeah,
jacket.
his outer jacket obviously has sleeves that are a little longer than they should be. This is for purposes involving his martial art, but he normally rolls them up and quite conveniently unfolds it. And he actually has a what do you call the shield things again?
Battle sleeve.
Yeah, he actually has a battle sleeve under it. Aside from that, he carries a sword and whatever little adventuring gear that he has.
Okay. And
Mechanically, Amu is a paladin, so he's actually armored and stuff. But in our Xianxia version, that's all part of Qi, Nei Gong, and general avoidance.
yeah, we skin it away basically, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you are just about to head off, the two of you are just about to head off, right? Renzers, describe yourself, large muscle man, comes storming down the streets, the corridor,
Yes.
rounds the corner.
So he has your fairly typical like shock of long unkempt hair, the thick beard and mustache to go with it, a red headband with largely no purpose considering that his hair is messy anyway. He's wearing not much more than like the kind of open-chested vest. So mostly because a man of his size, a bit hard to find clothes that would fit properly.
Okay, so he is inordinately large.
He's just under 2 meters.
Oh,
He's
okay.
And you're dragging around a meteor hammer, right? Lei Tian Sui, right?
Yes.
The big-
Okay. So he has them wrapped around his waist. So the weights of it are relatively secure. So it looks a bit like some sort of chain belt for the time being. So the weights are like just behind him in the small of his back. They do sort of make a slight clanking noise occasionally, but that's it for now. That's them when they are stowed.
Okay.
We have a Hulk.
We have a Hulk. So the man comes storming down the street, right? And he does not look like he belongs in either of these. And the three of you basically do a quick standoff at each other. Mu Chengyu, from the top of the building, right? She glances at the man down here and says, "Your help has come," and she pops away, vanishes, and turns into a black cat and just stalks away.
I hate it when she does that.
It's okay. I was like,
And she stalks
I
away.
was like, help. I look at the
Massive barbarian figure.
I look at the message barbarian.
He is not shorter than Valky, just as a comparison. Valky is 6'3", 6'4", so just under 2 meters as well. Yeah.
I have him as like 1.9, so he might actually be taller.
No, that's true. Okay.
He is taller than Valky because 6'3" is.
Yeah, so he's basically the biggest man you've seen in a while.
I
And
was like,
as
okay.
you're moving, right? What are you doing basically with the unannounced arrival of this large man?
I am waiting for him to do something. He's obviously going to.
You are the help sent from the Black Cats?
Help? I don't know about help. No one told me about helping. Who are you? You certainly don't look like you're from around here.
Well, we are involved in an investigation. How can you possibly be helped if you don't actually know that?
All I know is that my friend, a merchant, he has vanished. I'm searching for him.
So you are a friend of Chuo Rong.
Hockey, yes. Are you friends of him too?
Yes, we are friends, right? I look at Yifan. Yeah, friends.
Yeah, well, I would say acquaintance. That's the best word that we can use. We have secured help from him and found him missing, so we are
We have a common
investigating.
purpose. So yes.
Friends it is then. What are your names?
My name is Yifan, and this here is Amu. I gesture at.
I'm not at Kugang.
He brings one like giant fist over and thumps his chest. You address Kugang. Come, is this where you have tracked my friend to, or is this merely one of many houses that we must knock on?
This is where... but surely some kind of subtle. Okay, fine. We're walking like we own the place.
The large man stares at Famu at the mention of the word subtlety, clearly not understanding the concept.
I look at Yifan, or we can just go with it.
We can just go with it.
Okay.
I think.
With that, almost on cue. Wow, not bad. Yeah, because you decided that subtlety probably not working, right?
No, not really. It means that we have to like. I think it's easier for me to go with the flow.
A man appears at the doorway. He's wearing the loose linen-fitting robes of the Persians that you have seen walking the city's streets. They carry goods, right? They carry spices, fragrant herbs of various sorts. Occasionally, they carry oil, jars of oil on camels to here. But this man, he looks far older than the merchants that you see normally here. His face is weathered, almost leathery, wrinkled. He looks almost shriveled. But he walks and he has a carefree smile on his face, and he says, "Be welcome to this place of worship. You are my honored guests if you so choose to enter." And even as he says this, right, you see that there are not that many passers-by in this area. But even then, right, you see people starting to give this area a very wide berth. See people starting to glance in your direction as if you're like, what's wrong with you talking to this guy?
So the White Silk Hall is generally not welcomed by the general, but like the common populace. I mean, that's what we experienced at the market a few sessions ago, right?
That's entirely correct.
Okay. Is it because they are outlanders? Is that the way they are?
You've never actually... Okay, so you have one encounter, and it's the one encounter you had was basically the kind of conversation that you have occasionally with certain taxi uncles in Singapore. Sorry to say, right? Just a little bit racist. Okay, so the one is like, oh yeah, they are these foreigners and they don't really belong here, and why on earth are they here and stuff like that, right? That kind of grousing, that kind of passive aggressive grousing that you get.
I'm going to observe how Kukang is going to react to this man first. So I'm standing a little bit at the back.
Okay, the man cocks his head to the left, cocks his head to the right, and says, "Be welcome. Come in, have a drink, wash your face. It has been long journeys, and we, the White Silk Hall, are open to all."
Nobody's going to take the move. And please show the way.
He walks in. At this time of the day, near the afternoon, there aren't that many people. Are you following in?
Yes, I'm walking in.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some very quick interior decorating over the week.
What's our order like? Because is Kukang going to go in front?
Kugang will follow whoever in because it doesn't sound like he was being addressed directly.
He has addressed everybody in the sense that he hasn't been addressing you directly. It was because he was addressing everybody.
Okay, I'll walk in first, and see if if I know Kugang, or the kind of person that Kugang is, if he wants to go in first, he will intercept me anyway.
I
so-
will then. So Yifan goes in, and then Amu will do the after you gesture to Kukang, and then yeah.
Come, gentlemen. There is a washing area here, which I have. Let me do a quick bowl. No, not bowl. Bowl.
Bowel.
So you see a small area with a pail on the side, right? And there's cool, clean water along the side down here. And he motions that towards you, and he says, please wash the dust off your travels. This is a place of sanctity. There is only one other person in here at the time, also dressed in linen robes. He's either a young human child or one of the smaller races. You can't quite tell, but his back's facing towards you. And he's kneeling down, and his arms are up, and he seems to be in the midst of a prayer, offering a prayer.
Okay. Just dust off the clothes, and dust off my clothes from the travel, wash my hands.
I
and
will
then-
mimic Yifan.
Okay. And Kukang?
Wash? But it is not yet that time of the month.
The wizard man smiles widely at you and says, "As you wish. I am Elship Nyo, and I am the caretaker of this place of worship. What is your name?" Elship Nyo. Elship Nor. Sorry. Elship Nor.
Nur as in N-U-R.
And you are.
Okay, Elship Nur.
It's a little bit hard to pronounce in Mandarin.
There should be some Chinese translation. Just won't know.
Oh yeah, but he's not using his sinicized name.
Yeah. Okay. He's not using Sinoscience name. Elship, no. Is he using Chinese common or the common or?
He is, but it sounds very it sounds heavily accented. Like his the curls of his vowels are a little more emphasized.
Sure. We thank you.
And yeah, and his language is a little bit more flowing.
Okay. Arabic, very close to Arabic.
Iranian, Persian, Arabic, possibly. Yeah, that
Okay.
would be around that time. Proto-Arabic.
I look around the building. I'm basically casing it.
Okay, you see
And-
the
yep.
area is it's not opulent, contrary to all of your expectations coming into this place, right? It's actually a very sparse place. You see that the floor is inlaid alternatively with gray and mosaic tile. You see that the place is built around with what look like red sandstone, which is not obtainable in this area. There is an altar of some sort where there are arches and there's things, and you see that there is a burning of a certain kind of very aromatic herb. And there is this down here, this reverse mirror here is actually one of those I don't know if you've ever seen it before, but in some mosques there is a circular kind of glyph or sigil or some kind of a pattern, right? In kind of like I apologize, I'm probably making a hash of it, right? What looks like Arabic calligraphy.
What's
Okay.
that smell?
It smells fragrant. It smells a little bit like incense, but it's not. It's too sharp.
No, I actually vocalize. What smell?
No, this herb from my homeland. We occasionally burn it to make the place less stuffy, smelled, and lots of people come here to pray. The place can become a little smelly, and we do not want ourselves to portray ourselves like that in the presence of the divine.
The presence of the divine. I look
Yeah.
around.
Yes, this is our place of worship.
So the White Silk Hall is a temple or a shrine.
Well, we are many things. This happens to be the place of worship for my people.
Okay, at this point I need to know: is White Silk Hall supposed to be an organization, or is it a place? Do we not know?
You don't know.
Okay.
That's the thing. You've heard it referred to as an organization. You've never seen the place. You assume that this was the place.
But they sell medicine, right? I mean,
But they sell medicine, correct.
Okay.
We are the White Silk Hall are traders from the West. We take goods and rare things from, well, not so rare from where we are. Bring them over here and we try to sell them for profit. Some of us are mercenaries. Back in the time of the Liao invasion, a good number of us signed on as mercenaries under Emperor Taizong. There are many of us here. The White Silk Hall is an organization much like your help associations. We borrowed the idea from you. It is a good idea, and therefore deserves propagating.
Well, then could we meet your hall master?
Make an insight check.
All of us?
Anyone who can see the person, make an insight check.
Yay, roll dice.
Yeah, roll dice. You really like the dice rolling, yeah?
I roll 1. Lol.
Lol.
Did not roll much better. I rolled a 3.
You see, the man is clearly, absolutely 100% sincere.
I have +3, but I rolled a 1.
So you have a 4. Well done. Congratulations.
I have a 13.
Okay, 13 is good enough. The two of your friends, right? Not only does your insight allow you to see your friends, you also see your two buddies to your left and to your right, right? Go give you the, oh yeah, of course, yeah, absolutely. Whatever he's saying is totally reasonable, absolutely reasonable. There is a smallest hesitation when you say master of the hall. Smallest, like a tinge of fear. He says, our master is ill-disposed and he travels all over the place all the time. Please, if you could leave a message for him, I would be happy to take it down and pass it on to him when I next see him.
So how many White Silk Hall people are there in Xiangyang? I mean, you can't possibly all fit into this place, right?
No, we don't. There are many of us. I mean, us, when I say us, I mean us, the descendants of Sufeir, the Caliph of the Bukhara. There are between here and Kaifeng, we've never done an official census, but 5, maybe 6,000. In this city alone, a few hundred. Not everyone is a member of the hall, but we try.
I look at him straight in the face and I say, you know what? Let's not waste time. Have you heard of a man by the name of Pocky Road?
the ones who made the inside check, you see the fear. And no, I have not. Is he somebody important to you? He's lying. Rich, he's lying.
Yeah, I know. I'm just waiting for Nick to finish up his line of questioning.
I look at Yifan. Well, he's never heard of him.
I look at him directly. You are obviously lying.
Oh, my friend thinks you're lying.
And he says, there is no reason for me to lie. I mean,
My friend is usually right.
I look at straight into the eye and make him even more nervous. And it's going like,
you hear
You
the
are-
chanting behind El Sharabno stop.
I look at I motion towards Kang. I mean, he's a conveniently large person. So, and I say, you know, my friend here. I motion towards Kang. Not good to lie to. Kind of big, not very smart, but definitely prefers not lies.
As you're saying
I
this,
can
right?
intimidate if you wish.
You see that there is a small group of people forming outside that seem to be poking their heads in. And
Are they also Arabic?
No, they're not Arabic. They're Chinese.
Are they armed? Or is it hard to see from this angle?
You can't really see from this angle, but what they look like are kind of like passerbys. Because you guys are talking, right? And mosques do amplify sound. So some of the sound is actually carried in there. And you know, people who are walking by just kind of like kibitzing lah. They're poking their head in and seeing whether or not something is about to come down. And the man who is offering prayers, right? They should know. Don't. Ashramnar smiles at you and says, We mean no trouble here. We're just trying to do our best. This is a place of worship and sanctity. If you respect that, please leave.
We will let us ask you again. Do you know Pocky Rong? I'm sounding a little bit more menacing.
And you hear the group behind you go rhubarb. And he goes, yeah, you know, it's about time somebody stuck it to these guys. And
I emphasize, our friend is missing. You know something. Where is he?
He glances over, this man glances to the corner over here. Just like bare flicker of the eye. It says, We do not know what you're talking about, but his eyes are darting towards the entrance.
I will move towards the entrance as a blocker.
Oh,
Yeah,
then
and
you see
I'll
these
move-
people, right? The group that has gone down here and says, yeah, show them, man, show them. Tell them what it is. Tell them what it.
I turn around to them and I say, let us resolve this, please. This is not.
You're gonna allow us to. You're gonna let us get back at these foreigners, right?
That is not our purpose here.
Make me persuasion.
as
Persuasion. Yay, roll dice.
as Amu is talking
I have a
to
9
blocking
even though
off
I'm
that,
not
as he's talking to the people outside, right? I move towards the corner where the man was flicker his eyes towards.
Okay.
I think the die roller hates me tonight.
You don't read
It's
Arabic.
okay.
You don't read Persian. But there is a
It's
small
fine.
sigil there in the corner.
I'll try to look for any secret entrances or exits from this place at this place.
Oh my god, you're saying Elven things.
Please make me a perception roll. In the meantime, the group outside is starting to get more rambunctious. The group outside is saying, "Why these people come here to our city? They take food from our traders. They take business from our traders. Why are you so kind to them? You are obviously a man of the lakes and the forest. Come on, give us some justice here."
I will loom over the Persian man and ask him, "Is that true?"
He glances again. He says, in a manner of speaking, in a completely deadpan voice, and he sounds almost resigned to it.
You know, this is too close to the whole Sika thing that's going around, but sure.
I know.
Ko-Chang, I'm from my position, right? I have a perception roll of 22.
Okay. There is no secret passage here, but the sigil looks odd. The sigil looks okay. The sigil does not look sketched on. It's inlaid with the kind of precious metals that depict probably something magical.
I'm going to prevent myself from saying out of character things.
Well, so one of the things I'm trying to do here, and just a quick, possibly what might be a possible trigger warning here, is that, you know, one of the things I've been discussing over the Discord is that some of traditional wuxia literature tends to be a little bit of this kind of racism, and calling it out to me is a duty as somebody who is using this sort of genre and literature. So yeah, I apologize if it makes the viewers a little bit uncomfortable. I trust that the players will do it. No?
I look at the people outside, and I look at El Shabnir, and I say, look, between the presence of the White Silk Hall in Xiangyang and the commerce problems that you're having, that is something that the city itself should be dealing with. However, what I'm here for is information about what happened to Pocky Rong. And then I look pointedly at Al Shabnir, who was apparently last seen involving himself with your affairs.
The El Shabnir, it says El Shabnir. The tiny, the shortling comes up
The
to
shortling.
next to El Shabnir.
Is shortling basically a short person that we don't know what is?
Yeah, you don't know who he is. He was praying in the front just now, but he was not. Didn't take part in the conversation until he addressed El Shabnir as by name, and he says,
"Okay."
And he leans in just a little bit, right? And you hear sounds in your head. You hear sounds in your ear. You recognize this as a variation of Yifan's message cantrip. And he says, "Do not speak here. Do what you need to do. Make it look like we are captured by you."
What? Who said that?
This is to all of us?
No, just to you.
Just to Amu,
Okay. Disregard.
No worries, no worries.
Then
El Shabnir looks, his smile vanishes and he says, "Sir, if you have any issues with us in the White Silk Hall, we are happy to bring this up to Yamen. I have nothing to hide here."
I look at Yifan. Perhaps we should bring them up there.
Fine. We should, if we should.
Yeah! Oh, this tree.
I address the crowd outside. Hey everyone, we're about to bring this to Yamen. However, having a crowd around is going to be more difficult for us to do what we are doing. So if you don't mind, please give us some privacy.
Make a persuasion roll. Otherwise, you're gonna have a train following you around.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm worried about. And
Yep.
please, dice, don't let me down. Wakanina, what the fuck? I roll a 7.
You're a 7. He goes, no, we have to see to it that they get justice from this.
I need to find a way to get advantage on these checks, or else the dice is just gonna keep.
You see,
doing
the channel
I
rolls.
think there's a Paladin subclass that does have that, but not yours, clearly.
I look at Kukang and say, bind them gently, and I move towards as I was moving towards the front door, I start incantating a spell, and my hand starts radiating red and a ball of fire, and I say, as my colleague has mentioned, we need privacy, or if is anyone trying to inhibit our progress, will suffer the wrath. As my hand starts burning brighter and
Sure.
brighter and brighter.
Roll intimidate with advantage.
Kinda didn't want to go down that route, but okay.
We can do good cop, bad cop. It's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Wizard cop, paladin cop.
Wizard cop, paladin cop.
Both of conquest, both of
it-
redemption.
It's a 6. Unfortunately,
He says,
Advantage.
yeah, I rolled a 6 and a 5.
okay, at this particular point in time, right, he says, I think, you hear the voice again, think that we might actually be safer here.
D&D needs a auto success mechanism.
Elsham says, we will answer your questions. He heads to the doorway, right, and he taps you and he says, move aside, please, stranger.
Okay.
He touches 2 of the knobs, and this place, this doorway, hums. Vroom.
This is not good. It means we're kind of stuck in here with them.
And in the meantime,
It is them who are stuck in here with us.
in the meantime, Shorty has moved over to the corner and is leaning heavily on the rune.
I walk towards him. I walk towards Shorty because obviously he was the one who addressed me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm more interested in him right now than El Shabnun.
El Shabnur looks like he's a housekeeper.
Yeah. Don't want to talk to Alfred, I want to talk to Batman.
Okay. He says, I am Emir Ashura. I am Emir Ahura bin Hashim.
And I'm Amu.
He says, be aware, this place is being watched on.
I'm only looking for Balkigrom. That is all. Tell us where he is, and we'll be on our way.
He says, cannot fight the master of the White Hall. He is too powerful.
That is not our purpose here at all.
I
This is-
believe he's implying that
Pokirong is with the master of the White Hall. He has made it clear that Pokirong is to suffer.
Is he a hostage?
No, he is food.
I look at
That's
Yifan.
not good.
I believe he is a cultivator.
Yes, he is.
Then you must make haste because I quite value my friend.
Why Porky Rong? Is he tastier than everybody else in Xiangyang or something?
The fact that he is food is by the by. The master of the
Does
White
he?
Hall wishes for him to suffer. That is all.
Perhaps your
His
master.
primary goal is to have him out of the
open
way.
Perhaps your master will be open to parley.
It is possible. But I do not think you have what he is looking for.
Standing so close to him, do I know what he is?
He's a gnome.
Oh, a gnome.
A gnome.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, he's going through the desert in a horse with no name.
Oh.
Where can we find this master?
I believe he's leading the way.
No,
I look at it.
we
I look
cannot,
at the rune.
we cannot go. We cannot go, and you have to leave this place.
What?
All of us will be in trouble.
All of us?
All of us, including he indicates himself and him. I can suppress the power of the scry for a short time, and my time is running out.
I run my finger through the rune.
Ah, I see. Where can we find your master?
The sewers. Find him through the sewers.
Okay.
The pathway leading from Porky Rong's hideout connects to a sewer where the hideout of the master is at. But take him. If you wish to fight him, then kill him. Because if you leave him alive, he will extract retribution on all of us. All of my
Wait.
clan.
The master of the White Silk Hall. Do you not serve him?
Not by choice, it looks like.
Yes,
He nods. We serve him.
because he is too powerful to defy. These people are under repression. And therefore we should liberate them.
We never wanted to monopolize the markets or to put other honest traders in Xiangyang out of business. We never wanted that.
And what would he do if you did not do it?
Kill them, probably. I know his type. The kind that would rule through fear.
And a heart and an
You
iron
know
fist.
what the master is, right?
I do not. Is he demon or cultivator?
He is both.
Probably is.
He is a spider. He is a
Probably
1,000-year-old spider spirit.
Yeah, I was about to say that, but
I look at Yifan.
He, his wife, and his 2 siblings are now in Xiangyang, the sewers. They had
look at
escaped a
you.
great calamity out in the west.
I look at Yifan and I mutter under my breath loud enough for him to hear the here we go again. And then alright, off we go.
we are here to investigate, right?
He says,
We are supposed to say Porky Wrong, right?
Yes. I
Are
think your scrying is about to end. I think we should leave post haste.
strike me.
We should probably let Cang Tian know though.
Strike me. Hard.
What?
Strike me hard.
Why?
Okay. Bonk.
Before he finish, I strike him hard. Non-lethal damage.
Yep. You smack him. He flies across the room. Blood comes down from his. Renzers, you wanted to do it right because I think Renzers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Renzers actually declare first, lah. Huh?
No,
To be
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Cracks appear on the wall. Are you using your tway or are you punching him across the face?
I'm just punching him.
Okay. That's all I know. I'm sorry. That's all I know. And you hear the cheering of the people outside.
I gesture to the rest of the guys.
Oh, they can see through the barrier, right?
They can see through the barrier, but they can't hear.
Okay.
I gesture towards Amu and Kogang. Let's go.
There's no time to waste.
And he says, all we wanted was to trade in peace. That's all we ever wanted. And he's just crying and weeping in an extremely dramatic, over-the-top fashion. In the all we ever wanted was to trade in peace. Why don't you allow us to trade in peace?
I look at him and I say, if your master is an otherworldly,
I look at.
then we will deal with it. And then I head out. Yeah, Yifan.
Oh, never mind. You already said it out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to lead the way out, and if the crowd is still there, I'm just going to like shoulder past them. Please move. Do you folks not have jobs?
The door, Elsham presses a few buttons on the door, and the what looked like a shunt over just went foomf, and you feel air coming through the doorway again, and you as you move through and you shoulder your way past, right, you hear the crowd starting to just clap. Oh!
Okay, so Amu is not feeling very. Hello.
Yes.
Are we lagging?
Nope.
Slightly, it sounds like.
Okay, yeah. Amu is not feeling very comfortable about this at all.
Yeah, that's. We walk out.
This is not what we wanted, but sure, it will do.
Life seldom gives you what they want. Just make the most of it. Come. No time to waste.
If you lemons, you make lemonades.
Okay,
Let's towards Pokey Wrong's place.
Yeah, we'll go towards Pokey Wrong's place.
Okay. You recall that the hideaway door was actually sealed, barred shut. How are you going to open it?
Not a problem.
Are we all going first edition on this Ben Bar lift gates?
Oh my god, Ben Bar lift gates.
Is
it barred from the inside? Is that what I'm guessing?
So
yes, barred from the inside.
Yeah, so what has happened is that there is a trapdoor into the sewer where Pocky Rong lives. There is a trapdoor, but said trapdoor is barred from the inside. And in fact, let me go back to CSI.
Actually, the last time we went in there, we exited from another place. I mean, we found an exit.
Yeah, but place. you didn't actually go up the exit. So you have a rough idea that there's a second exit in that area, but you don't know where it is.
Let's use that.
Use what? The second exit?
But why? We are right here.
Well, if they barred this off, they probably expect us to be coming from here, and the sewers are a lot larger. We may actually be able to see what we are dealing with before we actually engage it.
But you see, if they close this door, then clearly they are not expecting us to go through it in this direction.
Yeah, but
therefore we should go through it.
Making a lot of noise when we go through.
I love warrior logic. Warrior logic is the best best logic.
I say the other side seemed to bring us to some kind of an inn, a cellar.
The other side doesn't go to an inn. You heard noises. You don't know where it leads because you didn't go that way.
Yeah, I didn't go that way. It was clearly close to the
market area.
It goes to a market area, but we do not know which market area. Anyway, they were saying that he was saying that it was in somewhere in the sewer is his hideout, right? That was his exact words, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually fine trying to go through this though.
Mhm.
Oh, I have the lemonade.
So yeah.
Okay, so
Akang, you want
make
to...
me a strength roll.
Akang,
Yes, now that
Yes.
we have.
Can make us an entrance.
Would you like to make an entrance to this doorway?
Yes, I would like to make an entrance. Okay.
Please make me an
let's do
attack
this
roll with
one.
your maul. He pulls out his meteor hammer and starts swinging it around. Gathers momentum around him. You feel the wind. You feel like, wow, this is macam like Daikin, man.
Got a 13.
Okay, roll damage for me.
I will re-roll one of the tools because that's my.
Didn't do a beyond sheet.
Didn't do a what?
A beyond sheet.
He has a beyond sheet. He has a beyond sheet.
Oh.
In
You
fact,
don't have to use the dice master. You can just roll from.
you can
you
roll
can
from
roll
beyond.
from DnD. Yeah, you can roll from beyond.
Okay. Anyway, I have so I'll use that in the future. But the current roll I have is in the Discord one,
I
which
see.
is
8
5 plus 8 plus 5
Okay.
plus 3 plus 6.
The stout,
That is 14.
the stout wooden trapdoor smashes into a million pieces, and let me you all to an old map.
A million, you say?
Do you stop the
not
count?
really, yeah.
1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot.
Yeah.
Wait, the one adventure I dip into and I start in the silver level.
Hey, at least I didn't make you all kill giant rats, okay?
Okay, anyway, while he's smashing, I would say the last time we went in there, we faced some fish demons.
And you killed the fish demons, right?
We actually let one go.
Yeah,
Oh.
Cang Tian has a thing about sparing lives.
I see.
I guess maybe it's good that Cang Tian is not here.
You come down to the the very badly lit sewer cistern again, and the first thing you notice is, do you remember the box with the Bodhi fruit?
Yeah, Bodhi fruit box.
It's completely
It's empty now?
It's completely empty.
Okay.
Oh wow, the spider's been cultivating. The whole Bodhi fruit thing was for him.
Yes.
Well done.
He and his family, at least.
I don't think
And
we
it-
can take them all on at the same time.
I agree.
That depends on how many of them are there.
You had information on what it was already.
4 of them.
There are 4 of them. One of which is implied to have at least some level of magical power. 3 of them you don't know.
I look at
There's 4
Yifan.
of them, but I count as 2, so clearly we are evenly matched.
Warrior logic, warrior maths. What can I say?
I think we should proceed with caution nonetheless and try to outnumber them as much as we can.
I agree. Totally agree with you.
The air is quiet. The dripping of water fills the air.
Okay.
You walk.
Do you? I look at.
The
I
place.
look at Amu. You have the globe, right?
The globe? Question mark?
The daylight globe.
Oh yeah.
you ha-
I
you will
say,
need-
well,
you
that
will
is
need that.
that's pretty much going to give our location away. But
I can move to maybe 30 or 40 feet away from you and stay hidden.
So you're basically asking Amu to please draw enemy fire, is it?
Amu is totally fine with that. So Amu will move forward with the daylight globe and draw enemy fire.
Okay.
Okay, I will walk with him.
I mean, there is two beefy characters.
Yeah, there's
in front.
nothing. There's nothing better There's nothing better in life than an abundance of beefcake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although
I'm gonna
I
use this.
cannot
I'm gonna
feel-
use this as kind of the way to light the way. Okay. These are not fires. These are just kind of the residual lights that you see.
Hey, your spider Zhaokeng.
It's okay. No worries.
Yeah, spiders talking.
I actually thought I got them hidden though. Oh yeah, never mind. It's okay. Oh, see, they're not there
now they're
anymore.
gone.
Did
No,
you
no,
really
because-
see the spiders? I'm gonna gaslight my own players. Did you really see the spiders? I didn't see any spiders.
Schrodinger's spider. Was it really there? Is it there and not there at the same time?
You move behind them, and I'm just using the things to kind of light the way and give you a little bit of illumination, right? You see that there is an entrance that has been busted open from the previous time that you were down here. It looks like this place has caved in a little bit. Received a little bit of structural damage because you see cracks in there. You hear the water kind of flowing a little bit. The drips are a little more frequent. The air is a little more humid.
I look at Kukang and I say, I know we are probably not the best people for this, but could we try to be a little bit stealthy?
I am totally stealthy.
I'm being quiet, as far as I know. This is-
Quieter?
This is quiet, right?
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me take the lead, and maybe I'll be a little bit quieter than you.
Go ahead.
The DM laughs in your
Yeah.
face.
I will take the lead.
Please
In the
make-
meantime, I need to ask. Actually, is there a reason why you don't use the familiar for some purposes?
Use the familiar for
what?
what?
Scouting purposes.
Can. He can totally do it.
We can. I can.
The last time he
Yeah,
did
yeah.
it though, I think his bird almost got eaten by the fish demons.
No. It's fine. I just send
Yeah, I think
coffee
you using
or-
coffee as a scout might be.
Okay, Coffee needs to make me a stealth roll.
Sure. I just need to find coffee stacks.
Where'd the bird come from?
Magic bird.
Magic
Burp. Hey, the bird disappeared. Basket. Okay, never mind.
Did he fly through the ceiling again?
Possibly, this thing is damn glitchy, I mean, I'm copying lah, but that deep in my heart, I heart this, right? So
Pretty
So-
can already. Pretty wins.
Oh, he has a +3 in stealth. Wow.
oh, I dropped him in the
Yeah.
water. Now I know what happened.
They quite pro. So yeah. Familiar. Best scout.
Okay.
I have a 16 for stealth. For coffee.
Okay. Your Coffee the owl appears next to you, almost out of nothing. And yeah, Kukang, you've never seen this happen before, but this owl just suddenly pops out from what looks like one of the rope pockets, except that the owl is way too big for a pocket. You fly. Make me a perception roll because this might actually no, not Kukang. Coffee, make me a perception roll because it might actually die.
No, but I turn to Yifan and like, you got anything else in there that you want to let us know about?
Oh no, just coffee is in there.
One can see through coffee's eyes, right?
Yes, he can.
Perception is 20.
Okay, just as you fly in, your coffee comes down, almost immediately stops near the entrance and starts flying in a circle around the entrance. And you see the reason why almost immediately. You see glistening off the walls. True. These white things, they're webs.
Which white things? The
The white netting harbor
Oh.
harbor netting thing.
Oh.
These are webs
Okay.
that seem to be crisscrossing almost the entire of the as far as your dim light can see. And because it's dark,
Mm-hmm.
Ours reflex was to immediately stop flying, because he really cannot tell where. If he flies to a random spot, there's a very good chance he'll get wet.
Okay, so the web is thin, is too thin to differentiate, right? Do you know that ours have dark vision? Right?
Yeah, they do have dark vision. I totally understand that. There are thick webs and there are thin webs.
Okay, so it's a mix of thick and thin webs.
Correct.
Just to
This
like,
entire area looks like it's webbed up. It looks like the全智高手
yeah,
蜘蛛洞 the spider's
okay,
cave.
yeah.
is there another way?
Is there a way to avoid the web? Otherwise,
You can.
I think we
You can totally try. You will have to.
Yes.
Depends on how
Yeah,
far.
but simple webbing. You can prepare to light a torch and just burn them aside.
Okay, sure.
That's true. I mean, either that or we find a wall that leads in and
Are you entering?
Not like video games never teach you how to deal with webs. Just set it on fire. What can go wrong?
Yeah.
So Kukang, are you going in?
Yes. I'll watch my step to see that I'm not like blundering face first into webs lah. So
Okay,
go behind
let's
Kukang.
let's see whether. Please make a
I will
perception
hold
roll
a-
and see whether you can actually manage to.
Actually, I'm going to help Kukang first, and then I firebolt the web.
Wait ah. Let me port you in first. Port you
Oh
in
no, he's going through walls.
No. I'm putting you at a spot where you can actually start affecting the.
supposed to roll.
Yeah, we are going to go up with Kukang lah. So
You
he's
go
not-
hook up with Kukang, okay, Ken?
Yeah, we're going to go up. We're going to go up.
Did you guys see that roll? Oh yes, you guys saw that roll. Okay, so
Yes.
I rolled a 4, which is regrettable.
Okay.
The
Yes.
total is 7. How do you do the add to the roll before?
Depends on. Okay, so you can roll. If you want to roll like athletics, right? You just click on athletics, and then you roll athletics. And then if you want to roll advantage, right? You right click, and then you click on advantage, and then you click on.
Hey, Rich,
I
is
don't see
Yifan going in?
I don't see a roll button.
Okay,
Okay,
Renzers, you know your skill numbers, right? The bonus number.
Oh, you click
You
on
just
that.
you just click on it.
Okay. Okay, disregard that last one. That was a test roll. Okay,
Yeah,
can.
this is like the best thing ever.
Rich, are you coming into the portal with them or are you staying outside?
I'm going into a portal with them.
Hey,
but
Rolly! Hi, Rolly! Thanks for raiding us.
Oh, we're being raided. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, we're being raided.
Hi, Rolly.
Hi, Rolly.
Fire.
Yeah, they're just about to enter a spider-infested sewer.
And I am going to help Kukang with a firebolt to
Okay,
burn a
no-
portion part.
No, I
of
just
it.
need to know where you are at first because Kukang rolled what he rolled, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so
I am. Yeah.
you're here, right?
I'm in the portal, but behind them. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Where are my encounters?
Oh my god, we're fighting spiders. The giant grapple off.
Okay, Kukang, just as you go, I will burn them off. How bad can this possibly be? You reach out and you find that your hand is bound by a web and you yank and pull against it, right? And just as you yank and pull against it, you hear a chittering.
Yep, it can be pretty bad. Can I cut at it?
You can, but initiative rolls.
Oh,
Right. Here we go.
Here we go.
Initiative.
There
Ah.
we go.
Is that a 1? Oh, it's a 20.
It's a 20.
Okay.
Elven.
Oh, that suck. That's 5 for me.
How do I see other my other party members' initiative roll?
Okay.
And then I will custom roll.
Yeah, I see it.
That's cool.
So Cang Tian is coffee.
Okay, so
Okay, wait
coffee
up.
is at 8 and Yifan is at 5.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try and see whether I can pull in what's his name's data. Because right now,
Oh, Cang Tian.
no, Kukang's data. Yes, I can. Done.
Oh, this is cool. Can you see a dice log?
Yes,
Okay.
there-
Run
there's a full
encounter.
dice log. So 21.
Yifan is what? 5, right? Coffee is 8.
5.
Coffee is Cang
Coffee is
Tian.
8. 11 is Amu.
Okay.
Amu 11, and then Kukang is 21.
21. Okay. Okay, top of the round. Kukang, you're yanking and pulling against the web, right? And it seems to have basically gummed up your hand. The hand holding the torch. What are you going to do?
I don't see any. Do I see any like rapidly approaching
Nope.
danger?
Nope.
Okay, then I'm gonna switch the. I'm gonna use my other hand, grab the torch, and try to burn off the web.
Okay.
With the other hand.
Sure. You reach, touch it. You're gonna take some fire damage for this.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Borrow 1d6 for self-inflicted fire damage.
Self-inflicted fire damage. 4. We'll take the 4.
Okay, take the 4. You brace the fire against it and you burn it, and you start seeing that the area starts to light up as some of the area catches on fire. Yeah. So you can see about this level of illumination now as the fire starts flickering and revealing parts of the sewer that you had not seen.
If I radiant up my blade, it doesn't burn, right?
No, but it gives off 10 feet worth of light. So top of the next of the round is okay.
Odor.
One of them drops. Large spider drops from the rooftop and attacks.
I hate spiders.
I'm sure you do. And you hear a chittering sound as the spider goes. It just drops down, pounces on you, on Kukang. Make attack roll. Does a 20 hit you?
Yes. I think 20 hits most of us actually.
Take 3 points of damage and then make a saving throw against DC 11.
Which stat to save?
Con.
Proceeds to fail.
Ooh, this is gonna hurt.
Okay. This is painful.
I see the +5 to DC 11, 6 to pass. Nope, roll the 4.
Okay, take 21 points of poison damage. As the spider bites deep into you, it injects a green ichor and burns through your veins as you.
So that's what 4 of the bite, and then how much? 20.
3 for the bite, 21 for the poison.
So 24 total. Okay.
What are you down to?
Down to 17.
Oh,
Out
that's
of
very
45.
fast.
Wow, that's about half hit points. Just half.
I failed.
Yeah.
I failed something like a 65% roll.
Yes, you did.
So we'll get him next time.
We'll get him next time. Okay. You hear chittering further down the hallway, but nothing. It's echoing. Yeah. You hear clicking, chittering down the hallway, but nothing else. Next in the round is Longmo.
I position myself between the spider and Kukang, and I say, and I say to the spider, you obviously understand this. We are all cultivators here. Can we not discuss this?
First of all, you need to make me an athletics roll because you have to jump across the sewer. You can take a bonus action to use your Lightfoot technique though.
Make my athletics roll.
Otherwise, fall in.
17.
Okay, you tap once, bounce once off the water, tap like a dragonfly touching the water. As you gracefully leap, stand beside him, sword at ready but not ready to strike. And he said, and you say, "We are all cultivators here." Make me a persuasion roll.
Don't fail me now, please. 18.
Okay, good roll. The spider rears its front legs, right? And blinks. Yeah, sorry, yeah. And blinks up here. And says in a very harsh, guttural tone, "Yo, you who are the Lord of Fire's minions, what more do you want?"
Am I aware of who the Lord of Fire is?
No, you don't. But
You're about to find out.
yes.
Okay.
I look out at. Do we continue conversation because I
He's
used
not
up my 6
fighting.
seconds?
He's not fighting.
Okay.
So
You
we
do
are
not-
temporarily suspending initiative.
We do not work for the Lord of Fire.
Then why do you
I think-
why do you smell of fire, of ashes, of smoke? Why?
Because we too are trying to look for him. We are trying to find out what he is up to.
He is up to no good. He betrayed. We were not. We were only hiding as our role in the dark places, away from the light, and yet he came and burnt our caves down. Where is the justice?
The Lord of Fire is not active, unless you can tell me that he has been recently. He seems to have disappeared. Do you know where he is?
He's not disappeared. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. Do you not understand? And just at this moment, you notice something about the chitin of the spiders that seem to be appearing. You see that the face of the spider, you know where the eyes of the spider generally are, right?
The face of the face spider.
Yeah, the face of the face spider, right? It looks weirdly humanoid. Weirdly human-like.
Okay.
I look at him and ask, what has this got to do with Hockey Rong? And why have you taken him then?
No, nothing. Just that he is in the way.
Does he work for the Lord of Fire?
No! But you smell of him. You accept that one. He points a long leg at Kukang. He is acceptable. You too smell of ashes.
We do not work for him. And we are on his case as well. Look, we are cultivators here. If we fight today, either you or ourselves lose our lives. But that is not what we are here for, is it?
These
sewers are ours by right of conquest. The sooner Pokirong realizes it, the better.
I'm sure we can convince him, and we can cede the sewers to you.
You speak for him?
Well, he can't speak for himself.
It falls silent for a while, chittering. You see a second spider appear from behind you, where the Tolkien is talking, and you notice that part of his leg has been seared. Part of his chitin looks cracked and chipped. He looks like he's been through a very serious fight.
Which one, the second spider or the first spider?
The second spider. And I think I misplaced my number 3 spider. Where is my number 3 spider? Never mind. It's okay. It's all good. I can always get another spider. Yeah, so a third spider crawls on the top of it, slightly smaller than the others. The markings also look slightly different.
I look at Yifan and I give him a I'm sorry. But I think this would be better.
What? Parley? I inscribed the message room.
Second brother, why are you talking to these mortals? The smaller but more colorful spider appears from behind and is... I'll just put him down here just for convenience so that you can actually see him. Why are you talking to the humans? None of them are worth trust. All of them talk big principles, but yep, they betray.
I am Amu. I'm as much on the outside of the human world politics as you are. We are not all the same. The same as you are not, you're obviously different from others of your kind.
He says, your protector of the south did this to us. You are aware.
I don't even know who he is.
He is Zhurong, the Southern Lord of Fire, protector of heaven.
He is no protector. He has left his post.
Is that so? The three of spiders seem to cock their head at each other. That explains a few things. Manling.
Okay. He has left his post, and we too are looking for him. Look, in Zhurong, we have a common foe, perhaps.
How can we believe what you have to say? You speak honeyed words for a manling, but We know your kind all too well.
You are different from your brother. And you are definitely different from all the spiders I've met. So why can't I be different from the rest of my kind?
You speak some logic. Make a persuasion roll.
Dice, don't fail me now. Ah, 13.
Okay, no, that's fine enough. They not good enough to convince them, but definitely not enough to turn
Piss them off.
to piss them off. He says, "What will you offer for the rotund manling that we have in our possession?"
I look towards him. You look injured. Can I look at that?
If he pulls any tricks, kill him, he says to the other two spiders. You walk forward. You see wounds. Make me a medicine check first.
Oh no.
Renzus, Yifan, what are you two doing? Just standing there, is it?
I don't. I only have
I'm
an. I only have
attempting
an
to.
8.
I'm attempting to back away as much as I can for the time being.
You feel the numbness of the venom burning through your body as you slump against the wall. It feels like you're about to lose control of your body. Another good bite is going to paralyze you.
I
Yifan,
am going to step behind Wudang, behind him, and then I'm going to try to transfer internal energy from myself to him.
okay.
Damn it.
What
I
did
kind
you
of needed one of you to come and look at it first. I think I failed my roll. Unless the DC is damn easy.
What's the DC? What's the roll?
8.
You can't tell what it is. You see crack chitin, you see part of the tips of the legs look as though they've been lopped off. It looks like he has received several blows to the body.
I look at Yifan. Are you good with wounds?
Not really.
Also known as, do you have medicine?
I shake my head.
I can't exactly tell. There seems to be some scarring. Would you let me heal you just to try and see whether it works?
These are not wounds of the body. These are wounds of the soul. We three used to be able to maintain a human shape, and now we are trapped in these spider bodies.
How can you be healed?
We need to cultivate. We need food, we need chi, we need resources.
Does your wax silk hall not provide you with all those?
Yes, and even then, it is an uphill struggle. You see, Manling, is it not much easier for me to take? He says menacingly.
It might be. But it might not be worth your time.
You speak some sense. So, once again, what will you offer for the rotund one? You have no ability to bring us back to the level that we were.
Yet.
Yet. That much I concede.
We know of others who may be able to help you. If you would allow us to look for such a solution. Maybe you can arrange for some kind of a trade agreement even.
No one will trade with us.
No one will trade with you
Look at
directly.
us, he says. That is the reason why we control the White Silk Hall. Who would trade with us? Look at us. Look at us.
I understand that.
You sense a seething anger in the voice of the spider. Now,
I work for the realms of man. Right now, you are in between places. No amount of advancement, no amount of conquest is going to let you control everything that you have here in this city, which means it's going to be an uphill battle all the way. If we could arrange for something without the conflict, do you not think that's better?
he says, make a persuasion roll.
$21.
Okay. He says, I don't think, Manling, that you understand the ways of a spider. We are patient. We can wait an eternity if we need to. But
That is actually superior to the ways of man.
in a
It is
manner
something
of
that we can learn.
in a manner of speaking, you flatterer. But there is one thing that you should know. We are first and foremost hunters. One cannot go against the way.
You're first and foremost hunters, but yet you cultivate.
Do you not cultivate?
We all do.
Yet do you cultivate in accordance to the way? Yes,
But there are many ways of cultivation.
it is true. But for spiders, we cultivate like spiders. Is it not obvious?
Yes. But what is your end game here? Are you going to hunt the whole of Xiangyang? Surely there is finite. And then what? Move on to another city until one time where you're defeated, destroyed? Because that does not seem like a sustainable plan.
One step at a time, Ling. You speak of infinity as if it can be taken up in a single bound, where the reality is it
Is
is
that
a
not the
web.
point of cultivation?
It is a web to be weaved one strand at a time. Now, you have used up much of our time. You have nothing for us to trade us for Okirong except that you claim to speak for him in seeding the tunnels to
You can have the tunnels. I will speak for Pokirong, and I will deal with him in my own time, if you give me the permission to do so.
He says, I will let you speak to him. If you can convince him, then maybe we can avoid a bloodshed here.
That is what I'm going for. I thank you.
Your friend over there looks worse for wear. Is he
Yes, bro.
alright?
He will be fine. I speak out from my position.
How come the two of you bear the mark of the Lord of Flames?
I thought we told him already.
No, you didn't. You just said
Oh,
that
we didn't.
you were.
I said, we discovered his prison.
Amu,
Yeah.
I interrupt Amu.
Okay. Well, Yifan can tell it better.
I can say it is something that we would not like to reveal to anyone else. But yes, we do bear the mark of the fire.
The Lord of Fire does not grant his marks to manlings.
It is special circumstances which there's no need for you to know.
And with that, he turns around the corner and disappears. With Amo. Renzers, with Yifan putting his energy into you, right? You spew out 2-3 gobs of dark green ichor, and it spills into the water, and you see it steam up. There's still 2 spiders watching you warily. Roll 2 of your hit dice, Richard.
Okay. Which is going to suck, by the way. It's 2d6.
好过没有
Better than last time before.
That is
7?
7 plus my level, right?
Yep.
So it's plus my level twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
7 plus 8, so it's 15. Heal 15.
Hey, thank you.
No problems.
As you Rich, as you're circulating your energy through him, right? Your Tai Yi
Is
Wu
this hang on, this internal energy transfer thing, right? Can all of us do it, or is it?
yeah. With a short
Everyone.
rest.
Oh, okay.
With a short rest.
Hey! Is it King of Demons? Did you just raid us? I didn't
No,
get
it wasn't a raid. I think he's showing for a raid or something.
Really? Anyway, hi King of Demons. Yeah, so as you move, as one of the spiders leads you on up.
Can I go pee real quick?
Okay, we can do a quick bio break.
Yeah,
while we deal with the rest of it.
Okay, BRB.
Okay, 5-minute bio break. So someone wants karaoke, right? Yeah, let me go and look for my karaoke score. Yay, karaoke! Yowling. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna start increasing the cost of this thing already. Because I need to, because otherwise I'll burn through all the stuff that I have. I don't have that many, sadly enough. Yeah.
Exactly what Miaoling said after he or she redeemed the.
Yeah. Okay. More Chinese songs. Okay. Yeah. So this song is enough for an entire concert. The price goes up. Damn inflation! You never spend what? When? Okay. So I'm gonna sing a song. That used to be the movie score of one of our very famous local productions called Papa Yao, and it is an incredibly quintessential Singaporean movie in that it deals with one of the cultural practices here, which is that during the Hungry Ghost month we will have concerts for the Hungry Ghosts. But this one was actually done in a very kind of like kitschy Chinese Immortals way, where one of the singers was actually granted a magical voice of singing. So anyway, if you've never watched it before, go watch it. But one of the songs I really love from it is this thing called "Half for You and Half for Me." It's the English translation, and the Hokkien portion of it is "Cik Nang Cik Pua." Yes, it is. Okay, let me try. I apologize. I haven't even practiced this song. I didn't expect anyone to be able to theme the karaoke. Okay, sorry. Wait. Try again.
I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah.
还那么可贵，这样的人，这样的灯，无非是等个回应眼神，为爱翻滚，不计伤痕，和你相依，一生有负责。这样的人，别笑我蠢，傻傻的心痛，你不觉疼？就算天冷，就算残忍，等你想起这没用的人，一人一半，感情不散，已经找到爱，为何要离开？时光累积，安静的泪滴，一心去追，爱那么可贵。这样的人，这样的灯，无非是等个回应眼神，为爱翻滚，不计伤痕，甘心为你一生有负责。这样的人，别笑我蠢，傻傻的心痛也不觉疼，就算天冷，就算残忍，等你想起这没用的人，一人一半，感情不散，已经找到爱，为何要离开？已经找到爱，为何要离开？Okay, that is Jinang Jipua and my very, very impromptu Getai. Okay, steady. Okay, back to the game. Are you all prepared to TPK?
I'm doing this to avoid the TPK.
Yeah, it's first round was kind of bad. You walk up a series of what look like solid web strands up into an area where a dark-skinned elven figure. You recognize this as Yifan's race. These are the elves of China. They are intimately connected to the realms of inspiration, the Ling. And this one appears larger, towering at least about 9 feet tall.
But Yifan's not with me, right?
Yifan's not with you.
Okay.
And behind this... Oh, I just dropped you down. Haha. Never mind.
I have fallen.
And you can't get up. Hiya. Okay, Ken. And behind, now here you hear groaning sounds. Sound hear the groaning sounds of Pocky Room.
I look at the tall elf and I say, "Greetings, esteemed one."
Yes. He looks at you.
I'm-
His voice sounds like it's shouted hoarse.
I am Amu, and I'm here to bargain for the life of my friend, Pocky Room.
Wrong. You'll forgive our Lord. He's not been able to speak well since the attack plan. You hear a voice in your head. Speak now your name to me.
My name is Amu.
That is... Make a wisdom saving throw.
La la la. Yay, roll dice. How does this work? I think, oh yeah. 15.
Okay. That is true. What do you wish of us here? All this
I
is in
wish
your
to-
mind.
I wish to speak to Pocky Rong so that I can ascertain whether he is willing to cede these tunnels entirely to you so that there can be harmony within Xiangyang. That way, perhaps you can come up with a more sustainable plan and not have to keep fighting like this.
She reaches out a hand and drags with a spectral energy Pocky Rong. Pocky Rong's face is completely battered, bruised. She looks like he's been 10 rounds with Mike Tyson. He looks in bad shape. And he's just floating 20 feet off the ground, just in front of you. He's fading in and out of consciousness.
I look at him. Hello, Zuo Rong. You look like you've seen better days.
Spits out a gob of blood.
I'm here to bargain for your life. Do you allow me to speak for you?
I never surrender to these bastards. Kill me now.
Oh, I'm sure they'll do that, but that's not what I'm trying to go for.
If they take over the sewers, thousands will be in danger. Don't know what these spider demons are capable of.
I'm also certain you don't either.
You speak an interesting point of view, Manling. Amu, what are your thoughts on this matter?
I think you can have the sewer, or perhaps even relocate to a better place that we will find for you. There needs to be no fighting between your kind and the people of Xianyang. You see, as I was walking here I motioned towards the spider next to me, with your brother, son,
Brother.
with your brother. I've realized the only reason why you're here is because you have nowhere else to go. Look,
An accurate statement to some degree.
Wrong, from what we know, is out here now. He is no longer at his post, and he is not doing what his divine duty dictates that he should. We are all affected by it.
Then what do you suggest, Manling?
I suggest, until some kind of a settlement can be reached, perhaps we can try not to kill one another, because that would
Good God.
that just this conflict does not bring about anything fruitful.
In a manner of speaking, but
we are dealing with a god, a celestial power. Should we really be fighting amongst each other?
you speak truth. I am more terrified of I'm more terrified of Zhurong than I am of Pokirong. Pokirong is an inconvenience.
And he's an inconvenience that can be put in his place. I'm sure you can work something out.
So what are you suggesting, Manting?
I'm suggesting for now, Pokirong cede the sewers to you. And look at him. Look, you don't have a choice in this matter. And then I look back at the spider demon and I say, he does not have a choice in this matter. You want the sewers, you can get the sewers. And perhaps in our endeavors and our task to find out what really is going on with Zhurong, we can find you a better place than this.
What are you going to do if we say no?
You can take my life. I'm sure it wouldn't be too difficult for you.
It is true. How are you going to make sure that the black cats do not interfere with us? How are you going to make sure that...
I have reached this point with you through diplomacy. Do you trust that I can also speak sense to the black cats and the other powers of Xiangyang?
She thinks for a while.
As my friend would say, everything has its place in this world. He's not here now himself to speak to you, but I believe that's what he would want.
The black cats are not forgiving. We had killed 2 of their number. Completely out of self-defense, of course.
Surely they will prefer you not to kill all of their number.
Depends on whether they stick their noses where it doesn't belong.
If everyone agrees to a settlement, to a place for every organization, every faction, and not tread upon one another's toes, perhaps you can have some kind of a temporary peace.
Do need the time. Time is the one thing we do not have.
Meanwhile,
I tell you what, you have a friend of some sort with the black cats, yes?
I would not consider them friends, but I believe they too can be reasoned with. I mean, they are the reason why I'm here.
Well, then do this for me. Take this man, get him away from my sight. He has killed many of my grandchildren. He's referring to Pokirong.
Of course.
For the time being, for the period of 3 days, the sewers will be safe. There will be no further attacks along the Han River. In exchange, arrange for a meeting with me and the cats. Or this town will be put to fire. I do not mean that as a threat. I mean that as an inevitable consequence of pulling on a thread of a web that you do not understand. Do you hear me, Manling?
I understand, esteemed one, but understand this. Should you continue on your crusade against one another, whether it be the cats, whether it be any other faction, whether it be just the Merchants Guild above, there will be lives lost on all sides. And that's not worth it, is it?
We have no choice. We are already in this state. And it all started because of one errant god's temper. You understand me? None of us want this. I would much rather be far to the west in my caverns, nurturing my children and my children's children. Do you understand?
That errant god has made my life an inconvenience as well. I want nothing to do with it, but I do not have a choice now. And if it is celestial duty, then I will do it. And I believe in my efforts, should I succeed, everything will be put back in its place.
You speak of taming the fire god. He chuckles.
I look at him and I pointedly say, yes, that is exactly what I'm thinking of.
You speak big words for one so small. How many years have you been cultivating?
Not long, but yet, if you have noticed, I seem to have been touched by him, not of my choice.
You need to explain that to me. How come you to be touched by the Lord of Fire?
I have seen visions of how he has shirked his duty, his divine purpose. And it seems like I've been touched by the heavens too, chosen even, to find out why, at the very least. Give me time.
Very well. You have 3 days. Take this useless man with you. As a gesture of goodwill.
I look at Porky Rong and I smile. Come along, useless man.
Master, are you sure this is wise? It gives us a chance. 3 days. If they do not come back with results, we are in no worse position than we were in. With that, the scene fades. And the three of you are at the entrance again of the sewer, with one Porky Rong with you.
I look at Ivan. Well, at the very least, we have what we came for now.
What did you promise?
We have 3 days to barter some kind of a treaty between them and the Black Cats.
What are they asking for?
They want the sewers.
Sewers does not. You know that. Okay, never mind. Let's discuss it as we.
Yes,
After
away
we
from
leave
here.
this place.
I'm actually a little surprised that you guys decided to take the political solution, but okay. I thought you guys were gonna like, yeah.
QQ.
That was plan A, yes. But no plan survives contact with the enemy.
I kind of think this wasn't a you guys thing, but why is Amu doing this?
It was plan A until the.
It was plan A until you got whacked by the.
Until the barbarian failed the
Yes.
poison save.
It's like, okay.
It's like, yeah, let's nope the hell out of here. Nope. You guys are walking outside of Zhuo Rong's headquarters. And once again, you see the very familiar black cat staring from opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Zhuo Rong is in bad shape. He is lapsing in and out of consciousness.
Can I lower him?
You can put him up in the bed somewhere, and that's about
He's
all
going
you
to lay on hands, right?
Yeah, can I lay him?
You can. You can. Even if you put your full power into it, that would just mean that it shortens his recovery cycle. He's badly injured.
I'll just put 5 points into him so that he doesn't die.
Okay. The cat stares at you.
I was like,
I look at the
gestures
cat.
towards the cat.
We need to talk.
I cast.
Hops.
Oh yeah, well, okay.
Hops. About a couple of minutes later, walks out of the alleyway
Okay.
towards you.
Is the cat here?
Yeah, the cat's here.
Can we talk somewhere private?
She thinks for a while. And then she walks off. Then turns back.
Follow the cat. Follow the cat. Follow.
Okay,
Follow.
I have been keeping this in reserve. Unknown Realm 1.
Ooh.
Wow.
You head to the entrance. You head through the winding streets of Xiangyang into the central the governor's square. This is where the Yamen and the central administration is. You're outside a walled Yamen, where the door is actually supposed to be open but not open. Bloody hell.
Yeah, man.
I'm watching Amu flinch right now.
Yes, I'm
in-
flinching.
Imperial entanglements.
Yes, Imperial entanglements is exactly it.
Why stupid dice? Wait. Okay, and just outside here, right? She morphs into Yes, I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to watch the video on demand, okay? I did 锦囊锦破. So not quite 歌台 lah. She says, so, what do you have?
What I have for you is Pocky Rong, which is what you asked for.
And the spiders.
I don't believe killing all of the White Silk Hall was part of the terms.
She sighs. You are correct. Not that there were any terms to begin with. You've rescued your friend. You are free to be on your way.
I look at Yifan and then I say, unfortunately, I think it is best that I oversee the next step.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
The black cats, the spiders, the foreigners who come here in Xiangyang, everyone is just looking for their place. The spiders were driven out of where they were supposed to go, where they came from, and they need a place to cultivate, a place to live, and a purpose. They are like any other foreign entity entering into your city.
There is only one problem with them. They now occupy the sewers.
Are you sure that's the problem and not that they don't look like you? Or I?
Do I look like you? Do you think I care about the concerns of humans? I live to serve a duty.
That is exactly, you sound exactly the same as the spider.
I am not unsympathetic to their cause, mind you. There is one problem. They occupy the sewers.
Why are the sewers so important?
The Black Cats are charged to defend the city. We are intended to be their eyes and ears. If they are in the sewers, one of our eyes are blinded. You see the problem.
And if the spiders are the ones that take care of the sewers and you don't have to,
I'm not sure they would submit to the same types of bindings that our type has subjected to for generations. They seem to be doing quite well on their own.
perhaps you would speak to them about it.
Perhaps. But you are way too optimistic, my friend. Worth a talk. At the very least, see the faces of our enemies.
The world is a very dark place. There's no reason why you should be fighting amongst each other in times like such.
You speak of the northern invaders.
That is correct. Well, actually, for Amu, that's not really correct. It's something else altogether.
There is something else.
More and more denizens of the Outer Realms have been active. Do you not think so?
That is entirely true. We have been trying to figure out why.
And if you keep giving us these little things, these inconsequential things to handle, we can't serve the other purpose, which is to find out why this is the case. Do you understand?
She smiles and she says, I thought that would have been a clue for you. You found something out from the spiders, did you not?
I did.
Why are they here?
They are here because they were driven from where they were from.
I don't quite believe. It would take a force. The spider caves of Kunlun Mountain.
What if we told you that we have observed signs that such a force does exist?
Then you will have to tell me what that is.
I look at Yifan.
Zhurong.
She raises and both eyebrows like, oh. Oh no.
I look at
How?
I look at long story short, he escaped from his prison.
And he's very clearly not doing his divine duty.
Some would say he has gone insane.
He looks at Wudang.
Mm-hmm.
Says, and what is your involvement with these two lunatics?
I was looking out for my friend, Porky. And frankly, much of this is going far beyond what I'm used to. But it is interesting.
They are speaking of trying to kill a god.
Kill? No.
Subdue! Deflect the will off. Do I need a thesaurus for you?
There's a dinosaur?
Well,
No,
if there's anything I know, there's nothing you can't kill by hitting it hard enough.
It's so true, isn't it?
It's just a matter of learning to hit hard enough, isn't it?
I suspect you're going to fit in just fine with this crew here. But that
As
leaves
in-
me a problem, it does it.
And it's I would do suggest that you parley with the spiders.
We will leave
Would
them
Perhaps
Wu Chengyu, if I might suggest, think of it as, at worst, a temporary solution.
I suspect
If you-
so. If they weren't spiders, that would have made things a lot easier.
Would you prefer if they were bunnies?
In a manner of speaking. Spider spirits are known to be incredibly manipulative.
and predatory.
And if they
They
were
are
on your
almost
side,
cat-like in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
mhm,
Ah, I see the problem here. Two wolves cannot coexist, so it is with anyone at the top of their food chains.
well, long story short, we now have Pocky Roll. We've served our purpose here. If you wish to duke it out and fight and kill each other, that is your problem. But I'm offering a solution.
A temporary,
It-
bad-tasting solution like 3-day-old fish out at the pier.
Nice that you mentioned 3 days, because that's exactly the amount of time we have to arrange a meeting
Yes.
between both parties.
Yes, you have made me aware of that.
Is there any other way that is there any other solution that they will take? Maybe move out of Xiangyang.
After
We'll need a
all,
place to go.
after all
I
the
know of
effort,
two.
If they were driven from the Kunlun Mountains, we need to find them a suitable place where they can be
I
safe.
actually know of two places where you can be safe.
And you can bring that up during the parley.
I could.
you're attending the parley.
We are attending the parley.
Do we have anything better to do in the next 3 days?
We are, as you said, you would like to see this through, and I respect your opinion on that.
And
And
besides, I'd rather be fighting the spiders with a bunch of cats than just the three. If it comes to that.
If they were fight,
You make a good point.
if they are fighting, they will not be fighting there. It's too obvious.
I agree.
Very well.
I can bring.
3 days. In 3 days' time, we will have our parley at this yamen. In the meeting hall. It is the safest neutral ground I can think of. Although trying to get the spiders here would be a little problematic. Let me
You're pretty good at this obfuscation.
Cover of night.
Oh, thank you. I am not called the Midnight Cat for nothing.
Of course.
3 days, and then we will have a parley. Now, if you don't mind, I need to go somewhere to lie down because the headache you have given me is immense.
Oh, it's better than the
I'm
headache that
sorry.
we had.
And with that, we will autosave.
I
Because
as we walk away from her, I look at Yifan and I say, I think I've been around Cang Tian a little bit too much.
Actually, it's a good thing. We might have perished trying to fight the spider.
oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you would have. I was like, I actually thought just OOC because we're nearing the end of the session and we're about to close already, and the credits are scrolling already and it's going dun 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 hoo, ha, right?
Yes.
So we are reaching the end already, and I honestly thought Renzers was just gonna go kick the door down, go angry, chop 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 chop, but that apparently
But there are too many saving throws between us and that.
Yes.
It was one.
It was one
failed
saving throw.
No, it was a failed saving throw, and it's 20 over points of damage. That's
Yeah,
more than
this is
half our
the
lances.
the barbarian fail saving throw. You know, it's
That one is
more like
Unbelievable.
Of
Is
all
the-
things, is the con saving throw, which is
yeah.
the
This is DC 11 need 6 or higher. Roll the 4. Then okay, lor.
that one is the bring dishonor to family, that type of thing.
Yes.
Anyway, the two places that I'm offering for the spiders to go, right? One is the 万剑山庄, two is
That actually is
the-
a really good idea.
and two is the Blood Demon Cave.
Also,
Yeah, I'm also thinking of the fire caverns but yeah.
the fire caverns are going to be slightly traumatic for the spiders, lah. Let's just leave it at that, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Blood Demon
these are
Cave.
the two places.
The Blood Demon Cave doable. 万剑山庄 may not be doable. You may not have access to the mana anymore.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. So that's
Blood
why I
Demon Cave
think-
is not bad.
Yeah, the Blood Demon Cave might be a good place to go.
Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
both of them are
Yeah.
close by. So
Okay.
okay.
With that, thanks everybody for joining the stream. I'm going to be adjusting the karaoke points upwards because if I sing a song every session, I think I'll probably run out of my entire score in about a month. So take care, everybody. Have a nice day. Rich, do we have anyone to rate, or are we just gonna just stop?
You can read Phoenix Iwaki.
Let's rate Phoenix.
Oh, we're gonna attempt to rate Phoenix.
Yeah, every time we do this, it never works out. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay. Rating.
Okay, take care,
Okay.
everybody. I'm gonna stop streaming already. 3, 2, 1, stop.